I thought I'd just update you on the Clio, right? Thanks to my great mate Tony. Right, I went over to the garage, as you know. I needed a wheel bearing. We put it on the ramp. Luke did that for me. And Alex changed the bearing, so all I did was take this hub off. And we found the hub was worn, so we put a new bearing in the old hub. And I managed to get, you know, I told you, we managed to get a new one. Anyway, as you know, I plumbing overdid it, doing nothing, which is annoying, but you know, it is what it is. So anyway, went over, sorry, and we've taken that off and we put the hub on, so that's now alright. Also, in the car, we found a bit of play in this, I don't know if you can see up there, in that strut top. Bearing was a bit worn, so I bought one, oh, it must have been last year I think, so we put that on. And a week or two ago, I did the back brakes. I just took them off, cleaned them out and adjusted them. And we've now done both front brakes the same, so that's that part of the service done. I have still got to top the gearbox oil up, that's the only important thing, because I've just checked the mileage from last year and I've not been far. And when we changed the oil 2 years ago, I've got to go around the other side, sorry. When we changed the oil 2 years ago, they hadn't got any synthetic, so I put synthetic in. So I only did 5,000 miles last year, so I thought, well, I won't change it, because although it should be done every 6 months, I know that, but oh, the wheel's in the way. But if you can see the mileage, which I think you can on this camera, right, well, I've just checked and it was 162 600 at last test, beginning of September, and we're now a week into August, so I've already done 3,000 miles, so that's not urgent, is it? And I just want to tell you about the brakes as well. The handbrake, it's been a problem. It was never a problem, and now it seems to be. So I'll just show you this and let you see it. Right, it's holding on this hill. You see I'm on a steep hill, you know that. And it's holding. It's got new cables a year or two ago. All new shoes, everything except the drums is new on it. And look, on the flat, like 3 clicks now. 3 or 4 clicks it holds. On the hill it doesn't. You have to pull it another 3 clicks and it's holding. It's out of gear, look. We're on the hill, my feet are off the pedals, see? And it does hold, right? But you do have to be a bit stronger with it. So I just wanted, because of your interest, and thanks for your interest in, thanks for your interest, you know, in my well-being. It was, it's obviously very heartwarming and welcoming, so I think we survived that. And right, I'm now going to give you a tractor update. I'll move first and I'll give you my tractor update. Well, I think you can see me here. I'm just holding the camera while getting the tripod out. Now, I've one little job to do on my car, by the way, I forgot to tell you about, but I should be able to manage it. If not, that can be sorted. Anyway, I just want to give you a tractor update because today, because the neighbours, right, more or less, all right, there's a what, quarter mile between, something like that. But so I called in today, but oh dear, I woke up this morning at silly o'clock. I went to bed. I wasn't late to bed, but I woke up silly o'clock, and I don't know about you, but I can't lay in bed. If I haven't gotten sleep after an hour, so I was up at just after 4:30, I think, something silly like that. And I was alright, had a few cups of tea and all the rest of it. And I left at just gone 8 because, as I said, Tony, bless him, I mean he's gone on holiday today, you know, and he took time out to do that this morning, you know what I mean. So, I just called in, everyone's happy and friendly with me there. Definitely, I can leave it there as long as I like. Now I thought only this morning, early on, I've sort of decided I am going to sell my tractor at the sort of end of the year. I was saying after Rugby show, but I've had to think, or just since I've been home. And the reason is, everyone says, oh, don't sell it. No. The reason is, I'm starting to struggle, as you know. We did Hackington show, and I worked out why. As long as I have rest and don't have too long a days, I can manage, but it's getting to be a bit hard work. So before I can't use it much and it just sits in the nettles, I might as well let someone else have it. Now, as to the money thing, I'm not going to quite get what I wanted for it, even though it's cheaper this year with the new injectors. However, you've got to be a bit sensible, and hobbies cost money. So I've worked out, if I get about what I gave for it, or slightly less, even if I get slightly less, well, it's only cost me about £500 a year. And I think you might remember that, I told you I was only expecting to have it a couple of years, you know. So we'll find something else to do, and I've got my mystery engine to take, and people are happy, you know, to get me in the shows and that. They've told me, you know, they've already told me. So we can still go to shows, you know, we still see my friends, and thankfully, as I say, everybody seems pretty pleased with me, you know, that's nice, isn't it? So, as I say, it's only cost me about £500 a year, because it's my 3rd year, and it's not over yet, for my hobby. So, you know, I mean, you can't complain at that, can you? Really. So, as I say, that's all up in the air later on. And I've also decided, since I've come home, there's a show near Boston. So what I'm going to do in the week, if it's nice, and I expect it will be, one day this week, we're going to go over and have a nice ride round Coningsby. There's a nice little circular route around the camp, you know, around the airfield, where the flight is based. So that's a nice little ride out for us. And then, so next weekend is the steam engine rally, and the thing is with the steam engine rally, it's you know, I didn't get booked in for it because my computer packed up, and with taking the injectors out and messing about, I forgot. So I'm not too worried about that show, to be honest, you know. So, but Rugby shows beginning of September, so we need to come back for that. So there's a ride back again, and then if I take it back, now there's another show near Boston a bit later in the year, and as I say, I only thought of this today. I'm only going, it's a 2-day show, but weather dependent, of course, because I'm not riding it about in the rain. You know, I don't care who you are, what you are. Yes, I've got a waterproof suit thing. I'm now doing it for pleasure. That's the bottom line. Right, so again, weather dependent. If I take it back to Tattershall after Rugby, I can then go over to near Boston, and it can stay there. I can take it early, there's someone there, I can leave it. Then I can nip to the show, and it's a working show as well, so I'm sure, you know, we'll get a bit of work with it as well. And then bring it back, and then, you know, as I say, it will be for sale. You know, so that's the update. I'm just the only reason I'm doing all this. Well, I got the only reason I'm doing all this is just to let you know what's happening. Because as I say, today, if it not been for this job, this car job, you know, I was hoping to go out and have another run out on my tractor, you see. And I've been over, and with other things to do with it there as well, so it's not over yet, no, and I might change my mind. I'm allowed to. Right, that's plenty long enough, but as I say, it's just to let you know what's happening and what we're doing, and what to expect. You know, that's the thing. What you may get to see. Anyway, thanks ever so much again for your concern and interest, because it means a lot. It really does. So hopefully we'll see you on the tractor in the week.